Hey guys, Matt here with a basic overview of not only the HUNDEGNI series, but also of Arrows of Heaven as a whole. Today's kind of a sensitive topic. We are going to be talking about the supposed death of Brett, and of course, if you watched any of our other videos concerning the investigation overview or the story overview of the Pointing Ninja of Z, you would know that Brett kind of kicked all this off, of course, indirectly after getting into a car accident. And there's a bit more to it than that, but basically today we're going to be talking about what we believe to be the exact date in which Brett unfortunately did pass away in that car wreck. Now, we always had an idea, we had a very specific idea of when we thought that it took place, and it turns out that we were actually very close in our assumptions. But I'm going to go ahead and play this old video, the Pointing Ninja of Z timeline overview, where we actually talk about those guesses, and afterwards we'll talk about how we were very close to that.
Now, it's difficult to pinpoint the week in which this death took place, but a photo on a secret page within pointingninjawatcher.webs.com may shed some light on it, as I reiterate Dominic's personal theory as to the date Brett passed away. In this mysterious silver photograph, a calendar can be seen bearing the month of April in its upper left-hand corner. If one is to assume that this photo was taken to signify the very first month of Arrows of Heaven's activity, we can then say that Arrows of Heaven began on April 1st of 2009, which would place it within the 12-week time frame XI took place. Specifically speaking, Brett would have had to have died within the first 8 days of the first XI in order for his death to inspire the friends to work on Arrows of Heaven. If Brett did die in the waning days of March, then it's likely to have been on the 27th or 28th of that year.
Okay, so basically what we talked about here is that Brett, who is pictured here presumably, passed away either on the 27th or the 28th of March, because as you can see from this quick little scan of the XI alternate reality game Wikipedia page, Z did start on March 23rd of 2009, and it ran for a total of 12 weeks. But we know for a fact that Brett had to have died much sooner than that 12-week time frame would allow for, in order for that silver photograph that you see in this video to make any sense. Because as you can see here, there's already something here on the first day of April, insinuating that they already have stuff planned, and that this photo is probably taken around one of these 2 days around this sector. So basically what we're trying to say here, and I should point out that this photograph and the site that it was originally on, the pointingninjawatcher.webs.com, it's no longer available. The site, or at least this hidden photo page, is now completely hidden away, but thankfully we do have all the images that were on that page saved, and they are either on our Facebook page or on our main website page, and I'll put the links to both of those in the description below. But anyways, yeah, it did come down to the 27th or the 28th of March in order for them to have any kind of standing when April came in. And it is very possible that Arrows of Heaven started out in like late March. Maybe they started out much sooner than you would expect after Brett passed away, and they really just, got together and worked something out. But overall, it's fair to say that they were already in action by April 1st. But that's not the main point of this video. The main point is Brett's passing, of course. And it was always between the 27th and the 28th for us, but we were never sure how close that was, or if we were even on the right track. But then, if you look back, here's HUNDEGNI _1.9, and we never noticed this until we actually started looking. But it was published on March 27th of 2016. Now, if you've been watching any of our other HUNDEGNI overviews, you know by now that HUNDEGNI prefers to post on holidays. And so it's very odd that they would post on March 27th, because that is no known holiday, nor is it near a holiday either. So that insinuates to me, at least, that there is something memorable about this day of March 27th, and we never really thought too in-depth about it. But if we kind of fast forward here and go to HUNDEGNI _2.4, you'll see that that was posted on December 31st, while the most recent video, HUNDEGNI _2.6, came out on April 16th. And of course, 2.5 is hidden, so we have to wonder if 2.5 is published, but it's just unlisted, just like 1.5 was. That would insinuate that it had to have been posted between the dates of December 31st and April 16th. And of course, what falls between that would indeed be March. So it's very likely that HUNDEGNI _2.5 was uploaded on March 27th, because that seems to be a running theme here. Now, of course, I don't think Man Gled thinks of Brett's death as a holiday per se, as much as it is just a day of memoriam, and so they decide to post a video there in reverence towards Brett. And that's the basic kind of idea that we're getting at so far of what the overall meaning of March 27th really comes down to. So in the end, guys, I mean, I think that the evidence kind of stands for itself here. The fact that we not only were able to guess ahead of time that March 27th or 28th had like a meaning, but then later on it was flat out confirmed in underscore 1.9 that March 27th must mean something to Man Gled. And then in the most recent sets of videos, of course, the video that ends up between 2.4 and 2.6 really probably ends up on March 27th. But we won't know for sure until we can actually find video 2.5. And it's likely that the link is going to be hidden in a future video, just like the link to 1.5 was. So we're just going to have to keep our eyes open for that. But in the meantime, guys, thank you for watching. Rest in peace, Brett, of course. And goodbye and good night.